eating a Pop-Tart because I was hungry. That's a nice chest rim, though. I always forget that chains are in Minecraft now. Nice. Lucas, have you ever played hardcore before? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
God, my
can.
mic has been muted this
Oh,
whole
okay.
time.
Oh, okay.
Damn it!
I was very,
hoping nobody would respond.
My friggin'
Just to
mic.
mess
very
with you.
confused.
Damn it.
You were like a few points times you like paused perfectly when I finished talking and then started talking again. I literally thought I was talking with you. Thank you for liking the chest room. I'm very happy with how it's coming out. I forget chains are in it too, and then I remember, and then I'm so happy. And I played hardcore like a year ago. But I died like right after I got like my first set of iron armor, so I didn't really care. And then I played it like when I was really young and like barely did anything. So this is like my first time like doing a legitimate playthrough of it.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah. It's going pretty good, I'd say so far.
Yeah. Well, I am ready when you are.
Alright, cool. I just want to move this chest too. I'll be all set.
Alright.
I also want to see if I can get a good enchant on it. I'm looking for a silk touch shovel. So I want to see if I can find efficiency 4. It could be it. It's just 3 levels. It doesn't matter. I'll spend it. Ah!
That was a really fast closing of Minecraft.
I just alt F4'd it.
Oh, okay. Woo!
Alright, I'm in my D&D sheet. Should I be in roll 20 also?
No. You should
Okay.
not be. No need for that today.
Okay. I'll unmute.
Exploding bread.
What? What?
Why does the bread explode?
Should I take a long rest?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because you haven't had time to rest
Okay.
between the funny bird fight and now.
Okay.
Oh,
I forgot about Funny Bird Fight. Oh my goodness.
yeah, it's been a while for you, I guess.
Yeah.
Mr. Humorous, are you all good with the funny recording?
It's been recording for 7 minutes.
I see. Okay.
I will now
all right.
mute.
Okay. So, just as a quick recap, because it has been a while for you, Mr. Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, after discovering some dark facts and doing some quick shopping in Bresson, Lord Kynite, a person you don't quite know, but seems some of the party members seem quite familiar with him, gave you a free magic carpet ride over the lake and to the top of the or near the top of the mountains uh just outside of Volunder. And I believe we left off right as you guys were walking into the gates. So I can't quite remember what everyone else was saying at this point, but as you walk through kind of these large wooden gates, ahead of you kind of lies uh, this city, and you can see it has this kind of bright yellow cobblestone uh, where you are kind of first walking in, and you see within this enormous cavern, there's just torches on both sides of the road, and it just goes on for as far as you can see. It's a massive cavern. The ceiling is probably hundreds of feet up, and there's tunnels drilled into the side of almost every section of wall. And far in front of you, it seems like the cobblestone changes its color around this kind of enormous, like, humanoid statue. You can't quite see what it is, but it seems like this kind of large, open cave like city goes for miles in front of you. Welcome to Volunder. So, let's see. I believe I will send the map again.
Should be pinned.
Yeah. Oh, right. It is in. If you just go into the D&D channel, it is the first pin.
D&D command speak too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pinned in both. just as like a reference, there's
All
the
right.
map of it.
Yeah. Open
Um,
original. There we go.
and then if you actually like click on it too, you can like zoom in and stuff on the
Mhm.
actual website.
Oh
So,
wait, maybe I'm
mhm.
maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's the altar. Okay, I was looking at just like a still picture of it. There we go.
Oh yeah,
Cool. Now I got to it.
yeah,
Nice.
you can actually like zoom in now and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. So, I believe Ambrose has the map out as you're kind of walking in. Um, but you see that the party's starting to talk about like what they should do, where they should go, and how they should kind of honor Brock's will. Bug seems very excited just to be in a place out of the like sunlight, as you are in a gigantic cave. But in the last session you weren't there for, at this point I had Mo kind of just wander off aimlessly. So um I uh I really don't know why you wandered off. So if you want to come up with like something,
um,
I
I
am up to just kind of leaving it to you.
I want a golden chain. So I'm in this new area.
Okay.
Mo Hernandez has to find a place where we can buy a chain.
All right. So you you kind of just like wander off right from the main group, and you notice that they don't really see you wander off until you're pretty long gone. And on these streets, uh, there's like wagons being pulled by small horses. There's dwarves and elves everywhere.
Mhm.
These streets are very, very busy. You really haven't been in a city like this in a very long time.
Interesting. Okay.
Um, so as you're walking down the street, looking for a place that would maybe sell kind of like some sort of jewelry or gold chain, um, you start to hear a strange coughing noise from one of the side alleys, and you see soon after a older looking dwarf with an eye patch kind of run out of the alley and dash away in kind of the opposite direction.
Drink water real quick.
Me too.
So I'm trying to think if I want to follow him or if I want to pursue further down. Can I like do like I want to like look around so I can see like where he's like if he has like any damage on him, like if he's been
Sure.
attacked or anything.
Go for it.
All right, what do I do?
Just go ahead and just make a perception check. So you see this dwarf, and he's running very fast, but you do see he has some sort of box in his arms as he is running.
And I'm in like I'm not like how in public am I right now?
There are people all around, and you are kind of off to one side of the street, and you hear, like I said, you hear kind of like some sort of like coughing noise from this alley, as this dwarf kind of runs like away in the opposite direction, kind of holding this box.
Mose wants to follow. Mo's gonna like chase after him, but not like hey I'm gonna get you, but like sneakily like wants to like trail behind him.
Sure, yeah. Um so go ahead and make a athletics check followed by stealth check.
Mm.
All right. So he's starting to get pretty far away from you, but you can pretty easily keep track of him. He's moving much faster than anyone else on the street. Um, and you are going a little like slower just to kind of make sure you're not seen
Sure, yeah.
following this dwarf. Um, but you see, um, as this dwarf kind of turns around a corner, and a couple seconds later, you do as well, following him. You see before you a very large kind of stone building that takes up like an entire kind of like block of this like city street.
Hmm.
And you see the dwarf kind of rush up the stairs and kind of like open the door, look around, and then kind of go into this building. And now that you're getting closer to it, you see that compared to all the very nice kind of residential buildings around here, you
Hmm.
see that that like this building is very run down. You can see that parts of the roof up top are completely caved in, and most of the windows are either broken or cracked on the outside. And there's kind of just this there's like vines and moss kind of growing on the stone of the building itself. Uh, and now you're just kind of standing kind of near the front door, but you still kind of look like just a normal person on the street.
Okay. Let me see. I will try to go in.
Okay. So, how would you like to kind of go in? Would you like to casually just kind of walk in or kind of peek the door open first? It's up to you.
I'm gonna try and peek the door open first. See what I see.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Okay.
Alright. So, you kind of just barely open the door and kind of just peek through with really just one eye. The door's just kind of barely open. And you see the same dwarf um kind of pacing around the room. He seems to be pretty out of breath. Um and you start to see him kind of start to like look around as if he's kind of looking for something or someone. And he seems kind of confused.
Mo, is there like where is there like any like where's the inside of this building look like? Like, is there like anything I can hide behind, but get close to him
So
with?
it looks to be almost like an abandoned sort of tavern. It's a very
Okay.
large kind of open room with a lot of kind of tables and chairs kind of just in kind of random places. Some are kind of like overturned, and there's kind of like cobwebs over pretty much everything.
Mo wants to take his face back out of the door.
Mhm.
I'm going to take out my California-sized bed sheet.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna like have that. I'm gonna try and catch him in it. And so I'm gonna have that kind of ready. Then I'm gonna drop one of my 700 ball bearings on the ground by the entrance so that he hears it. Hopefully, he sees it rolling and
Okay.
comes over.
Yeah. Um. All right. Um. All right. Go ahead and make a um a strength check for me. So you kind of ping this ball bearing off of what looks to be kind of an old like metal like glass on the floor,
Hmm.
and it makes a very very noticeable kind of like ping noise of like metal on metal, and that kind of reverberates out of the room.
Hmm.
And you see him kind of turn around and see something. He you can see his head is following the ball bearing, kind of rolling on the ground. Um, and you see now that he's starting to walk towards the ball bearing, which is probably about 5 feet away from the door.
I'm gonna throw another ball bearing, but closer to the door.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check for me. All right. You kind of like roll one from the base of the like door, going across the like floor, and you see now that he's starting to kind of like look up, because it seems like he's thinking that something is kind of falling from the like ceiling.
How far away is he from me?
At this point, he's probably about 6 or 7 feet away. He's pretty close to the door.
I'm gonna whisper to Elwin to make a little like sound.
Okay.
I want to try and get his attention back to the
And
door, and I want him to like hear something.
You actually speak rabbit, right?
I do. Let me just check though. I think I learned his language.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Because you used your funny mastermind thing on it, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay. So, sure enough, Elwin kind of makes this like low grunting kind of like squealing noise, and sure enough, he kind of starts to walk towards the like door, and he seems very confused and a little like mad that this is getting in the way of whatever he was doing. And now he's walking towards the door at a pretty brisk pace.
All right, I'm about to like just. How tall is this little dwarf man?
He's probably about like 4 feet tall.
Okay, and Mo is. Where's that put? Where's my most height?
It's at the bottom of the first one. He is
5'9". Okay.
5'9". Yeah.
All right, cool, perfect. So yeah, I'm just gonna once he gets close enough to the door, I'm just gonna like jump out and just like dive with this massive sheet over him.
Okay.
I just want to like wrap it over his head, then like cinch it tight with my hands, like by his feet, so he's like in it.
Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Mo commits human trafficking.
All right. So, as you kind of swing open the door, he's much closer than you thought he was, and you see the door just kind of just whack him, and he already seems like he's about to fall backwards from the like impact of the door to his face, and you just completely dive onto him with this like sheet, and the door kind of swings back, like closed, and you're just kind of on top of this like dwarf man now.
All right.
And you can hear what seems to be like yelling, but it's kind of muffled under this massive kind of sheet.
Yeah. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out my let me just check and make sure. I'm gonna set fire to the sheet now. I'm just kidding. Jeez, Mo does not mess around. I think I'm just gonna take. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna take my. I have 50 feet of hempen rope. I'm gonna cut off like 5 feet to its own little individual strand. And then one second, I'll just edit that into my sheet now. And then I want to tie that around like at the. So if I pulled it over his head and it's like cinched at his feet, I want to tie that like closed around his feet so that he's like stuck in there.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check once again. He is really trying to get out. So, as you begin to like cut the rope, you feel like this mighty kind of kick come from under the like sheet, and you are kind of like thrown back onto your like knees,
Okay.
and he kind of gets out under the like sheet kind of like halfway, and you see now with his one eye he's just kind of looking at you like wildly.
How far away is he from me?
Probably about like 3 feet.
Okay. Mo's gonna. Uh, uh, can Mo? No, he's too short to like. I was gonna slide tackle him, but that wouldn't make sense. He's too short. Mo wants to. I want to like put him in a chokehold. I want to like try and get behind him, and like put him in a chokehold and like hold my dagger of Pen Rouge up to his neck.
Okay. Go ahead and um go ahead and uh make another strength check to try to restrain him. So as you kind of like rush up, he very quickly kind of like puts his leg out, and you kind of like trip.
As I'm tripping,
And
oh sorry, yeah, go on.
No. Go ahead.
Can I try? I want to try like grab his like leg as I'm tripping, and then like bring him down too,
Okay.
and then like grapple, put him
Um,
like in a grapple position.
Go ahead and make a just a straight dexterity check with disadvantage because you are very surprised that this.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So sure enough, both of you kind of fall to the ground, and as you start to like reach over to try to restrain him, you both hear kind of just this mighty thud
Mm.
kind of emanate from the middle of the room. And as you look over, um, you see the dwarf next to you kind of roll away from you, and um, in
Like,
in front of you, you see what looks to be a bird person, like the one you were attacked by, but this one seems to be a little different looking. Um, from what you can tell, his feathers are mostly kind of a more kind of deep red, and you see his kind of beak is much bigger, and it looks almost more like he is some sort of like eagle person, and he's kind of in these really kind of tethered, kind of ripped clothes, and you see from the rips in his on his like shirt that he curiously doesn't have any feathers on his like torso, it seems, and his arms are fully kind of enclosed in these very long kind of leather gloves. um and you see the dwarf now to your side kind of get up and scramble over to that box, and he kind of looks over at uh this like bird person, and you hear him go, boss, I got the playing cards, but seems like someone followed.
playing
And
cards. Damn.
you see now this very, very tall bird-like person kind of look towards you, and he kind of starts to he takes a few steps like towards you, and he kind of sees that you're a little startled, and he stops, and then he kind of crosses his arms and goes, so Why is it you're just a random one-eyed idiot dwarf?
Wait, you said that to me?
Yes, yeah.
I have both my eyes, and I'm not a dwarf.
Well, you seem to like the dwarf with one eye right here. And he kind of points to the dwarf kind of holding the box now.
Quite frankly, I don't like him. Didn't like him to ever begin with. But I'm running with a crew of street thieves, and we thought this was someone else. So I'm sorry to mess up your operation or anything you got going on here. And then I want to take out like 20 gold and be like, from one hustler to another. I'm sorry for taking up from slowing down your time or something like that.
He
Trying to give him that money.
Yeah, he takes a few steps forward, and he kind of outreaches his hand to grab the gold. And you see now that his hand is, you see that both of his hands and kind of his entire kind of arm is kind of just trembling like crazy. And as he kind of like wraps his hand like around yours and kind of he starts to kind of slowly slide the gold off of your hand into his as they're like shaking.
All right, I want to
Well,
stop and think for a sec.
I'll I'll take the gold, but well, you seem quite talented in these things. You do this for a living, chasing people?
I'm gonna tell him I live for a living. And I that means I do what I have to.
As as we all do, yes, but well, I've been looking for someone to do some business for me if you're looking for some maybe return gold or maybe something more.
Why would I do business for you? Who are you?
I and he kind of takes a step back and does a full kind of 90-degree angle bow towards you. And as he raises his head, he goes, I am William Peterson. And, well, like I said, I've been looking for someone of your certain skill set.
Okay. How long have you been doing whatever it is you do?
I've been in Volunder for about 30 years now. I, I run the Gunslingers Guild.
Uh, Oh wait. Okay, out of character. Who's the gunslinger? I forget. Like Uh. No. Who's the gunslinger that we knew?
So the only gunslinger you've ever heard of was in Brok's will. He
Oh.
said to seek out a William Peterson of the
Oh. No way.
Gunslingers Guild.
You
That's
found
kinda
the guy.
That's
Come
kinda
on.
convenient.
I just see Michael just be punching my keyboard for all this.
So does Mo remember that? I should do like a history check to see if I remember that or
Yeah,
not.
sure.
I don't want to meta game because I really
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like Mo would forget
Yeah,
that.
go ahead and do a history
That
check.
one.
I'd say that his name rings a bell.
Okay.
So does the mention of a Gunslingers Guild,
Yeah.
because that really caught your interest whenever you heard of this.
Yeah.
But you really haven't. You really don't quite remember exactly where you heard this name, but you definitely know you have.
Okay. So I think I've heard of you before. What do you want me to do?
Well, if you don't mind getting too close to some bronzies and you're willing to risk some, well, well-being for some reward and, well, good old gossip, then, well, I have a job for you.
Will you pay me with a gun? I
I'm
need a gun.
I'm sorry, kid, but and he kind of, in the blink of an eye, you see him kind of thrust his arm down to his side into this kind of almost like scientist looking coat that's been stained and ripped. And in the blink of an eye you see him pull out this flintlock looking device, and you see him kind of raise it in the air, kind of finger on the trigger. I'm sorry to say, but this is the last one. And well, the old bronzies don't want me making no more of these. So, I'm afraid I can't pay you in a good old-fashioned firearm. I have some gold sitting around.
How much gold you got sitting around?
How much gold do you want?
So quick pause. What are bronzies? Do I know that?
You do not know.
Um, okay. I don't want to seem stupid in front of him, so I'm not going to question that. All right. What's? I'm not sure yet. What type of job? What do you want me to do? Like, what's the goal here?
Well, you go into a place you shouldn't be in. You see what's going on, maybe get some info, and report back to me. That's all, really. You can take anything you find there if, well, you want to take that risk.
I'll take you on the job. I want to do 100 gold total for the job, but 50 now.
You clearly are not from Lunder. And he kind of reaches down and hands you kind of this pouch that kind of chings as he kind of hands it to you with the same kind of shaky hand.
Mm-hmm. I'll reach out and take it. I'm gonna look at him, like squint, and then I'll open up the bag and like see what's inside of it.
Unless you want to take the time to kind of count out this, like all this gold, you can, but you can tell that it is quite a bit of gold.
Kind of just to like make sure that he knows that I know what's up. I just want to take one out and like look at it like I'm inspecting it.
Okay.
And then I'll put it back in the bag. No, I want to roll it across my knuckles, and then I'll put it back in the bag.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Well, that's actually fine. I have god tier sleight of hand checks. Check. Gets a 1. Okay, I physically can't get a 1. Check sleight of hand.
A nat 1 is still a nat 1. No matter what. So, do you want to describe to me exactly what you do?
So I take out the coin and I look at it. I have a satisfied face looking at it, and then I would like a little bit in the air, flick it up like you flip a coin, and then I want to catch it with my thumb between my thumb and pointer finger, and then just roll it across my knuckles right into the bag.
All right.
But then I'll go up to him and shake his hand and say he has a deal.
Good. You seem to know what you're doing. Perfect for the job. So, if you head, well, all the way north you can here, there should be a large tower to, well, your left once you go as far north as you can. Not in the market district, but off to where some of the kind of nobles live. There in the tower, you'll see, well, it's gonna be surrounded I want you to go in. I want you to see what they're doing, and then I want you to get out and tell
Just so
me exactly what they're doing.
all right, you got it, boss.
You can just call me William for now.
All right, William. I'm gonna say all right, Will. And then I'm gonna walk over towards my sheet and start packing that up. To start the process of folding that thing.
Yeah.
And I'll is the dwarf still there?
Yeah, he's just kind of standing off to the side.
All right, I'm gonna just like casually say sorry for the confusion.
He just kind of looks at you and just kind of shakes his head and, and walks off into a back room.
Backrooms.
So,
And then as I'm rolling up the sheet, I'm gonna say, so where can I meet you at once I get this intel?
just meet me back here at around at around 7.
Oh, what time is it now?
There's a big clock tower in the middle of town.
I see that. Okay.
So, good luck, and, well, if what I think they're doing there is right, you definitely do not want to get caught. Can I get a name as well?
Yeah, name's Diller.
Diller. Duly noted. And he begins to kind of walk into a room kind of behind the dilapidated bar. You see that the gun is still in his hand, and I will be right back.
All right.
Come on, dude.
Basically, I'm carrying all the campaigns.
At least one part. There we go.
Break be like?
He's so cursed to party interacted with William Peterson, just a bumbling lunatic.
All right. Intermission music.
I like how William Peterson laughs after every single word. Sorry.
Yeah. Oops. All right. So what were you doing, Mr. Hernandez?
So we agreed. So I guess I'm gonna leave now. I want to look at that clock tower
Okay.
and see what time it is.
Yeah, you can see now that that I it is about 4 o'clock. You can see this kind of clock tower from pretty much anywhere in the city. So
Okay.
and can you go ahead and make a perception check for me as well? So looking around at the kind of like skyline of the city, you can just barely make out a kind of large tower to the left of the very large clock tower that's much closer.
1 second.
Mhm.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Woo. There we go. Shirtless is typing? Why are you on push to talk?
It's because it's funny. That and I'm like typing right now, and I don't want to be like really loud with it, so
Oh, okay.
I don't want the background just to be typing noises. Just if you could even hear that.
Dang. I have so many.
Oh no. Why?
I ate a golden apple.
Oh.
Just for the thrill of it.
I'm back.
Alright.
Sorry about that.
That's right. Alright. So, yeah, you can just kind of barely make out this tower that you think he's probably talking about.
Okay.
But you do see some sort of large tower that you kind of that is the kind of large like clock tower in the middle of town.
Mhm.
That seems to be closer than the tower he seems to be talking about.
Okay.
So now the city is pretty much open to you. You can go really wherever you would like to.
And it says 4 o'clock.
Yes, it is 4 o'clock, and he said to meet you. I think I said 7.
Yeah.
You did
Yeah.
say 7.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
So I want to take care of my health points.
Mhm.
What would be a way that I do that, like just out of character?
You could take like a short rest. Should be like in this sense probably like an hour, but you'd have to find somewhere to like rest.
Could I buy a health potion, or would that be way too expensive for that?
You could definitely go try to find a place that could sell something like that. Yeah.
I guess actually, oh wow. Wow. Yeah, I want to make my way to like the market area. I want to look for like a health potion.
Okay. So, since you kind of know that that large clock tower is kind of in in at least the kind of like marketplace that William kind of spoke of. It's pretty easy to find your way there, and you see now this kind of giant statue is in the middle of this kind of large circular area that is just filled with these kind of like tents and stands where a lot of different people are selling a lot of different things. And
Oh, I also want to look for a
Mhm.
disguise kit.
okay. And you see the actual kind of the actual built-in kind of like actual set in stone buildings around this kind of large circle is also they seem to also be shops that seem to be quite fancy.
Okay. So I actually want to look for 3 things. Quick, I want to do it some more quickly because I'm a little worried about being late. So I guess consciously of time, I want to look around for a place I can maybe. Are disguise kits like normally sold in like public places, or is that something I should get from like a fishier character type of thing?
Yeah, that probably isn't you wouldn't find a straight on like disguise kit probably
Okay.
just being sold, but
Mhm.
you could probably find things that you could disguise yourself with. But
Okay. So yeah, I want to look. Okay. So I guess I want to look for like a jewelry, like makeup, like beauty shop type of thing.
okay, and you also can like ask people on the street as well. There are people all
Okay.
around you.
So I'll ask someone. Where's like the nearest like? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look for someone to ask quickly. So like, do I find someone like right there,
Oh
literally,
yeah,
or?
yeah. Like there's
Okay.
people all, like around.
Excuse me. Where could I find like the nearest like jewelry type of beauty type of store?
Well, and it seems to be this kind of like older like human man,
Mhm.
in kind of like peasant looking like clothes.
Mhm.
I wouldn't really know I know there's some stands around here that have jewelry. I know, uh, I know that there's I know that the place in the clock tower has some like expensive like armor and stuff, but uh, if I were you and I was looking for jewelry, I would just look around the big circle.
Mo's gonna. What's Mo gonna do? Mo's gonna spit at his feet and walk away.
Okay. He kind of just looks down at at where you spit, and
Look around. What the hell is wrong with this man?
and you see him start to walk away. He looks to be like shedding a tear. He seems very upset.
No. Okay. So I want to like. I'm not looking like actually for jewelry right now. I guess.
Mhm.
I want to find like makeup and a thing of gloves.
Mhm.
So yeah. So I guess I'll look for like maybe like a clothing
Yeah,
vendor or something, or like
go ahead.
look
and
around.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Lol.
Is bot broken?
No, it was just being laggy.
Okay.
So after probably like 20 like minutes of just kind of wandering around this kind of market like circle,
Mhm.
you see on the like kind of like north side of the like marketplace, you see this kind of like large kind of open tent,
Mhm.
and it seems to have a lot of kind of different a lot of different kind of clothes and stuff. So
Okay.
that seems like probably your best bet.
I'll make my way over there then.
Okay. And inside you don't really see anyone. Pretty like like deserted. And uh but there does seem to be a lot of different kinds of like of like clothing, and it seems to be mostly like a kind of like a touristy kind of clothing place.
So yeah, I want to look around for like a pair of black leather gloves that go like a little bit like a decent amount past my wrist. So like not like woman gloves, like how Marilyn
Yeah,
Monroe has those, but like I want to like
Not
cover up
woman gloves.
a little past my wrist.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check around the store to see where you can find these. So, again, it probably takes you like 5 or 10 minutes to find where, like all of the like handwear is.
Mhm.
But you see, they do have like some rings, some like bracelets. But you do find a pair of kind of brown leather gloves that probably go like an inch.
Okay, I like
Alright.
those. So there's like I don't see anyone around me.
Yeah, it seems like this shop is kind of abandoned, but
When I
there is like a desk where someone would be.
when I'm like, carrying the gloves, I'm gonna walk up to the desk and like clear my throat really loudly at them.
Okay. You clear your throat, and you don't see anyone around at all.
I'll kind of like look at these gloves and like estimate how much I think they'd be worth.
Sure. Go ahead and make an insight check. You think they're probably worth like a gold,
A
like
gold. Okay.
like a gold, yeah.
I'm just gonna put a piece of gold in the desk and then just walk away and just walk out the store.
All right. As you begin to walk away, you hear a strange noise, and then you're totally just pushed to the ground, and there seems to be something on your back.
Mm.
And its limbs are kind of just all around you. kind of like in like a all four limbs, just kind of bear hug on your back, trying to restrain you. And you now hear a voice of an old man going, I knew you would steal from me. I knew it. It's always the elves. And he's just kind of very lightly like banging his fist on the back of your head.
What
But it's not painful. It's just like he's just barely touching.
race is he? What species, I mean?
Yeah, from what you can see, he's just looks to be just an old man.
How tall is he, do you think?
He's probably like 4.5 feet tall. He's very, very. It's a very
Mo's just-
short old man.
Mo's gonna push up from the ground. And I don't want to beat up the old man, so I'm not gonna kick him. I'm gonna say I left money on the desk, old bag.
How much did you put on the desk? You're gonna scam me of those gloves. I just know it.
You're gonna walk over there and count how much money I put on the desk.
And very slowly he lets go of you and kind of waddles over to the desk, and he kind of picks up the one coin and goes, 1 gold?
You want more for
What?
these pieces of trash?
No.
Buy. And
Their cost is 1 gold.
and it's like in the middle of him talking, I'm just gonna leave the store.
Always stealing from me.
That's a straight up old racist. Always stealing from me.
Get dwarved.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna put the gloves in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wanna find some sort of makeup. So like
Okay. Yeah.
do I look like for a beauty salon or something?
Go ahead and make an investigation check, sure. Looking around, you don't really see anything that would really be like a beauty salon, or you don't even see anyone really selling any kind of even just paint or anything. You don't really see any of that at all.
Okay. Fake tattoos don't exist right now, right?
I mean, if like paint, I guess, but
could I look like a maybe like an artist or like a painter or like just like someone
Yeah,
that could paint something on me.
yeah. Again, looking around you, really just see people selling wares, food, clothing. You don't really see any sort of art at all anywhere in this entire kind of marketplace.
All right. Well, so I guess thinking to myself, I'm gonna say they have a shocking lack of artistic ability in this shit ass town. I feel like he'd be like really upset. So like in this like I don't know. I don't want to be like, mean.
I think this is a pretty good town. And as you look over, you see a very, very small, old, dwarvish man kind of looking up at you with kind of an angry face.
I'm gonna sarcastically ask, are you a racist too?
No. Though it is strange to see, someone just kind of wandering around aimlessly.
What are you doing then?
Well, I was going back to my shop.
What do you sell at
I
your
was on
shop?
a lunch break. I sell, daggers, short swords, kind of home defense weapons, you know.
Do you sell guns?
No, I don't. No.
he's like demoralized.
Well,
I'm
what
trying
are
to think
you
right now if I need
looking
something.
for?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I need to get anything.
You seem to be
Do you have
kind of
binoculars?
an elf on a mission.
You could say that.
You mean like a spyglass?
Yeah, spyglass.
Hmm. I don't know. I think you'd probably mostly find that in Mortem Der. We don't really have any uses for a spyglass in a cave, you see.
Where's Modem Der?
It's down the mountain, kind of the dwarvish capital of this whole area.
um, I don't want to just pass up this opportunity, but I can't think of anything.
Mm,
I really need. Do you have like a net, like for like catching for like hunting like a big animal, like a net that I could throw around it and would get like a spoon would get tangled up in it,
could probably find that around here.
like a very quick, easy to throw out restraining thing.
Hmm. I think there's probably a market next to the clock tower. There's probably I think I saw maybe some like people selling fish and fishing equipment for some reason, but
All right.
yeah, you could probably find something there.
And then, do you also know where I could find like makeup or paint?
Do you want to look like someone different?
No, I wanna enhance my appearance.
I know of something that'll make you look different. I don't know about makeup.
Um, who is this person?
Oh, it's not a person. It's an item over at
What's the item?
well, you see, you know, most folk are kind of scared to go in there, but over there, that clock tower is it's a, it's a store, and it's run by some weird people. But I went in there because I heard they were having a sale, and well, they have this item, and the funny voice told me in my head. He told me it could make you look like anything, anyone you want. You can just boom, just transform into them.
Okay. Thank you for your help, sir.
Bye.
Bye. So Mo will make his way to the clock tower.
Okay. As you kind of get out to the kind of front of this large kind of clock tower, you see that there are stairs going up to this kind of like reddish kind of wooden door, and you see above the door that there's a sign, and you see that the text that's on this sign is kind of popping out with like this kind of 3D kind of red light effect.
So it's like
And you,
magic.
yeah, it's like very like a
Oh.
magical sign, and on it you see it says dimensional deals.
Hmm.
So,
I'll very confidently stroll in.
all right. So as you walk in, you see a lot of what you were expecting to be shelves are kind of these like glass kind of cases, and each one kind of has its own kind of item. It's almost like a art gallery, but with it looks to be like magical items. But it looks to be the main centerpiece of this entire shop seems to be um this large kind of green and white kind of orb kind of rotating and floating in the middle of this store as like its centerpiece. And looking around, you don't see anyone, but you do see a bell on the counter that says "Please ring for service."
I'm gonna go up there. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go up there and ring that bell.
Okay. As you ring the bell, it's this very kind of harsh and kind of long, drawn out kind of tone that almost kind of hurts your ears.
Hmm.
But after a while, the floor kind of starts to tremble, and then it starts to shake pretty violently. And then, just as fast as it came on, it stops. And all of a sudden, in your what you think to be is just in your head, you start to hear a "Welcome to Dimensional Deals."
Hello.
Hello.
How are
Are you
you?
interested in our sale going on?
Maybe. What's the sale?
50% off all enchantments on weapons.
I am very interested in that.
Mm.
Before I talk about that, do you have anything? Well, I'm looking for two things. A health potion. How much would you charge for like a basic health potion?
Mm. A basic health potion would probably be 20 gold.
Okay. Also, quick out of character thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is Mo able to learn spells under any circumstance?
Um,
No.
no.
Damn,
Yeah,
I thought it'd be
You
no.
like
would
if
have
I
had
could.
to
Not at
speak like
all.
arcane trickster in order to learn spells.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
A spell would have to be like forced onto you by a DM. So, yeah, no.
Okay. Uh, could you do 15 gold?
No. 20 gold for the health potion.
Okay, never mind then. Can I also probably won't be too easy with this either because he seems like a real stuck-up snob.
I am.
Yeah, apparently. Mo's like off-put about this dude's vibe. He can't like figure out what it is. Mo asks him if he has like something that could make it look like I have a tattoo temporarily.
Well, it's a bit overkill, but. And you see now, one of the display cases along the wall starts to glow kind of red, kind of setting it apart from the rest of the display cases. And you see just by glancing over that it seems to be some sort of top hat in there. This is the hat of disguise. You can make yourself look like anyone else you can possibly think of at will. Or you could just simply add, well, a tattoo, as you say.
How much do you charge for this?
The hat of disguise is 700 gold pieces.
Damn. I forgot I have to add that because the money the guy gave me to my inventory. So did the guy? Can I look? Okay, so I'm just gonna look at him and squint. And
So
I'm gonna say, like
this is
condescend.
this
Yeah.
is a omniscient voice in your head. There is no one in the store,
Oh.
by the way.
Oh, okay. Honestly, probably knows what I'm thinking then. I'm gonna pull out my bag and count it. Count the money that the dude gave me.
Okay. You see in there is 75 gold.
Okay, so I gotta try that. Okay, so it'll be 100, and then where do I leave the money if I want to pay you, or pay whatever you are?
Simply tell me you want to purchase the item, and I will handle the rest.
Okay, I want to purchase. Do I get to keep the hat, or do I just get to use it once?
You will own the hat
God damn.
of disguise.
All right, I want to buy the hat of disguise, please.
That would be 700 gold pieces. Do you confirm this transaction?
Yeah.
Gold?
Yeah.
Are you paying in gold pieces or a charge from your golden letter?
Oh my god. Wait. So, time out of character. Golden letters. Can you remind me how they work again, Joe?
Do
Uh,
you have them?
maybe
You
you
don't
should.
have one.
Maybe
so
you
you
should.
I know I don't
can't
have
use it,
one.
But
Maybe you should ask the store.
Okay. So yeah, I'll ask the store. I have a friend I know that has golden letters. Could you please remind me how those work?
well, you see, our business partner, Mr. Boyanetti, he manages all of the physical gold, and, well, you simply only have to write a number on your golden letter. You do not have to keep track of pounds and pounds of, well, coins.
Can I? Okay. Can I leave you 100 gold as a down payment? No, you want all the money up front?
Yes.
Would I be allowed out of character? Am I allowed to like look for Ambrose right now or no?
You, no.
Okay.
Yeah, because the party kind of never saw you during the last
Okay.
session, so.
All right. Well then. So I'm really hesitant to purchase this because I'm confused. Like, what's gonna happen to my money? So like, you're gonna tell me to confirm, and then what?
I take the allotted amount of gold pieces, and you receive the item.
How do you take it? Like, is it just like?
I take it from your person.
Out of character again. I'm just gonna be like, sure. And then he's just gonna take all my clothes and my money and my dagger and everything, because I don't actually have 700 things.
So?
Can I pay to use it once?
No.
Okay, I'd like to pay with golden letters, please.
Please produce your golden letter for transcribing.
Sure. Yeah. Let me just. I got a lot. Look at this. I got a California-sized king sheet right here in my bag. Can you believe that? Just give me a sec. I gotta dig through this. And then I'm going to accidentally spill like 5 or 6 gold on the floor near the hat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oops, I'm gonna walk over to the gold to pick up the gold, and then, well, actually, no. Rewind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, wait a sec. Can I like pick up the hat and like look at it a little bit?
No.
Or I'm not allowed to touch it. No.
No.
I'm just gonna walk up to it and try and pick it up anyway.
All right. So as you kind of move your hand closer to it, your hand is very forcefully kind of pushed back, and you see in the air this kind of red kind of force of like energy kind of appear in the air where your hand was kind of pushed back and then quickly fades away.
Okay. Can I? Did the dude tell me that I met? Tell me where his weapon shop was?
He told you to meet him back there.
No, not the William, but like the dude in the street who was like.
No, he did not.
Tell me where it was. All right. I'm just gonna think in my head the guy needs to screw off, and I'm just gonna leave his shop.
Can I remind you that we're having a sale
I'm just gonna ignore that and keep on walking
on
out.
enchanted weapons? And as you step through the like threshold, the voice just cuts off.
Then, okay. All right. So then I'm just gonna make my way now to the. I didn't get anything. I don't think during this failed shopping trip, did I?
You got some gloves.
I got gloves. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother with the net. I don't think I want to mess around with a bunch of fishers. I'm just gonna start walking towards the tower then.
All right. So it's pretty easy to see. It is if you look at the actual map, see the statue of the dwarf?
Yeah.
So to the left of that, that clock tower right there is Dimensional Deals. And
Mhm.
the tower that William pointed out to you from across town is much taller, and it is kind of like to the left and up some from that.
All right, cool, yeah.
Can
So
you see it?
I can see it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty much exactly how it looks.
All right.
But you see, as you get closer, there is some sort of like temporary like wooden fence that's been put around this place. And you see now that you're getting close, um, at the kind of main entrance of this fence, there are probably like uh probably about 10 um guards that look like this. And you see in the middle, there seems to be a guard that looks like this, and they are just kind of
I can
all
take them.
they're all just kind of like standing at the entrance of this kind of fence.
All right, I'm gonna hide my face. I'm not gonna hide my face. Like, I'm just gonna like turn away from them so they don't see me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
Um,
you're still just kind of on the street. There's still people like passing this place. It's not like a
can I look?
ghost town part.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Can I look to climb like a nearby building maybe or something to get like a better view of like over the fence and just around that tower area?
Yeah, to the left, you see what looks to be like a bunch of like houses.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I want to try and get
So,
to on the roof of one of them.
okay. Um, so go ahead and make a like stealth check to try to get in like an alley, because on the actual street there are a lot of people just kind of passing by. So you do kind of find like a like alley in between the fence and this like it looks like a pretty large kind of 3-story house.
Mhm.
Um, but it seems to be kind of made of like stone brick, and other than the like window ledges, there aren't really, just like looking at it briefly, there aren't a lot of great ways you could probably climb this.
Can I like try and like use my rope to like throw it up on the roof, maybe like around a chimney or something?
Sure, go ahead and make a straight dex check to try to like tie like the
Yeah.
rope the way you.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. So you fashion um a like good looking like kind of loop,
Yeah.
and when you pull on it it kind of gets like tighter, you know?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Um and looking around you see there are points on the roof that you probably could try to like throw up on.
All right, yeah. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Try and throw it on the roof.
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check to try to like throw this. All right. So with it's pretty easy. You make the loop pretty large, um, and you hook the kind of corner of this building, um, and as you like pull on it, you see the loop up top, probably like 35 feet up. You see it start to get tighter, and now it's pretty like snug around a certain part of the.
All right, cool. Then I'll start climbing the building then.
Okay, go ahead and make a athletics check with disadvantage for me.
All right, sure. Why? Just curious. Why disadvantage?
Because a grappling hook is an actual item,
Oh,
and
okay.
you have kind of just tied rope.
Oh, I didn't do disadvantage actually. Oops.
Just roll again, just a normal.
So just another check athletic.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so 10. So as you start to make your way up, you probably get about halfway, and um, you kind of like start to like slip on the kind of like smooth stone, and kind of like repelling um like stance you're in, kind of like slip, and now you're just kind of like dangling from the rope, and uh What kind of armor do you have on, by the way? Is it just leather?
It's just leather armor.
Okay. The your kind of like coin purse kind of whacks up against the side of the building and makes kind of not a super loud but a very uh per- perceivable kind of like clang as you kind of save yourself. And now as you look kind of behind you, you can see over the fence, and you can see that there are a lot of these guards kind of uh, patrolling this yard, but they don't really seem to be looking up. They seem to be kind of just lazily walking some sort of like patrol path. But inside, like around the base of this tower, you see probably another 10 um of the taller looking guards around what you see is probably the like entrance of this tower,
Hmm.
and around there are probably like 5 of them kind of just patrolling around the base
Okay, wait. So there's. You said I saw 10 taller guards.
around the entrance to the tower itself. So
Okay.
here, let me.
And then after that, there's just 5 guards. They're just walking around the base in general.
Yes.
Okay. And then the people in front, there was the one fat dude right in the entrance to the fence.
And then there were 10 guards out on the street around the entrance of the fence.
10 guards and.
So in total, you probably count around like 35 guards.
Gotcha. 35-ish guards. All right, and then. Where do I see like a back area that I could try and like maybe sneak around to, or like is this like there's like that one part that's like on like it's like the way the tower is and the gate.
You see now from above that it wouldn't be terribly hard to kind of try to vault over this fence from the ground, and it's probably only like 8 feet high,
Okay.
and it's made of just kind of like thrown together pieces of wood, it seems. But you are still dangling about 15 feet above this, just hanging from a rope.
I'm gonna descend the rope.
Okay.
Um.
And would you like to try to like pull it off
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check. Yeah, easily enough. At the right angle, the loop comes off the side of the, and
Awesome.
you can get your back and all that.
So then I want to now put my gloves on and make sure I tuck them underneath my shirt.
Yep.
And then I have a ink. I realize I have an ink vial. I think Ambrose gave me maybe in my inventory.
Yeah.
I forget how I got. You guys remember that?
Yeah, it's the ink vial to the golden, I believe.
To the golden?
Yes.
Golden letter.
To the golden letter. Yeah, sorry.
You cut out right when you said letter.
Oh wait, it's the ink vial to the golden letter?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? I mean, I could make my own golden letter.
I mean, it's just the same kind of ink.
I'm gonna head back to town.
Okay.
Is that like it's not too far away at all, right? Really?
No. You're still
You're
like,
in town.
You're still in town.
I'm gonna head back, and I want to look for like not cartography. What's the name of like people that write really fancy with pens?
Calligraphy.
Calligraphy.
Yes,
I want to look at a calligraphy store.
Okay.
But knowing how there's no art here, I probably won't find one.
Go ahead and make a investigation check just around the. So it probably takes you about 30, but you do find some sort of shop that seems to sell basically their fancy handwriting.
Alright, I want to go to that shop then.
Okay. You see it's run by a younger looking elf. Maybe
An elf?
Yeah, and it looks he looks to be probably around your age.
Wow. Cool. Hello there.
Oh, hello.
Name's Mo. What's your name?
Ah. Hold on. I have a list of names.
It's
Ah.
Wait, so you guys already met him?
No. You've
No, we haven't.
they
I was
Oh,
just
I
thinking
said,
haven't
so.
met
oh,
this
you
person.
said aw. I thought you said off. And I was like, oh, that's
No.
crazy. You guys met him too.
Uh
Ah.
What's your name? Ah.
It's like that video of like the bird.
Universe
That's-
freezes.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Loading new
Yeah.
chunks.
Ah.
Loading new chunks. Done. So he kind of reaches his like hand out to shake yours. Mo, I'm Balin.
Nice to meet you, Balin.
I can well, I'm sure you can see, and uh, around his little tent you see uh different kind of framed pieces of paper with like extremely fancy kind of uh like really fancy kind of like handwriting on it. It seemed to be different people's names and stuff.
Okay. Can I do it? Can I try and remember what the golden letters look like? I remember Amber spoke about them.
Make a history check, yeah.
Man.
You know that it is a rectangle and that it is gold in some parts with a white part that you kind of write your balance on.
So right now I'm thinking in my head out of character. I guess Mo's thinking this too. If you should try and go for a like 1-for-1 forgery, or if I should try and like they're already accepting this like really sketchy currency. If I made something like it was like a deluxe version of this like golden letter, and I made it like just like different, like it was like black with like gold like designs around the corners, and then he wrote it like the value of it on the letter.
Mm.
I'm trying to think what would be better to do. All right. And so just out of character again, if I was having to have him make this golden letter, I would just have him write like 1,000 on it or 500 on it or whatever.
Yeah, and like your name.
Oh, my name on it too.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I need you to make a little slip for me. Me and my friends have this little weird way we keep track of the money we owe each other. And so I have some ink I would like you to use while you do this. But I would like it if you could make me 7 letters using this ink, and if it could be on black paper, and if you wrote on each letter 100, or with the paper could be a rectangle. If you wrote 100 in a very fancy gold cursive font, and then my name Mo Hernandez on it, and then if in the 4 corners of each letter, if you could put like a little like fancy little like squiggly design, and maybe make it like a shiny red ink.
A nice outline.
Yeah.
I see. All right, 7 of those.
Mhm.
Well,
How long
I
would
don't
that
really
take?
have. I don't have any standing orders right now. It's been a little bit of a slow day. I can probably whip those up in about 30 minutes if you
Oh,
just want to
awesome.
hang around or come back then.
I'll hang around for a little bit. How much would this cost me?
Alright. Oh, probably 30 gold if you spare it.
All right, Mo's gonna look into his coin sack,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna like purse his lips for a second, and then he's gonna like look satisfied, like so he's thinking, and then he looks satisfied with his thinking, and then he opens up the bag of Brok stuff in his bag
Uh-huh.
and takes out 30 of Brok's gold
Okay.
and gives it to the man.
Thank you very much. All right. 30 or so minutes, and I'll have you 7 of...
Can I talk to him? Like, okay, do you mind if I
Yeah,
talk
sure.
to you while you work on this?
Oh, I don't mind.
I haven't seen. I've been on a journey for quite a while now. I haven't found any elves in the longest time. Where are you from?
Oh, I originally from Elsmira, but I wanted to find a greater purpose, so I came to Vander.
Have you liked it here?
Yes, it's very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Good
What's
business too.
Is there like any like trouble going on around here? I know I passed some weird building a little the ways up, and there's like a bunch
Hmm.
of guards around it. I got a sketchy vibe from it.
Well, I don't know of any trouble per se, but well, if there are, well, what what did they look like? The
I
guards
didn't
around there?
I didn't stop too long because I didn't want to mess with them. But they had one of them had all dark bronze armor. Another one had like golden armor. I think he had a red cape on.
I see. So, a building, and he's like working and like during all
Yeah,
of
yeah.
this, by the way. A building surrounded by some iron watch and some bronze watch. Well, that definitely does seem serious, but well,
What do
I'm
you
sure
mean
with
when
that
you?
many people, they have it. I'm sure with that many people, they have it handled.
What do you mean when you say like a bronze watch, gold
Oh, is
watch?
it your first time in Volunder?
Yes, it is.
Well, there are different well, ranks of the security here. Really, you'll mostly just see the bronze watch. Those are the well, they're mostly elves and humans that well, just like me wanted a greater purpose, but well, they like to keep this, well, city safe. The, well, Iron Watch, on the other hand, are, well, all dwarven, but they kind of command everyone else. But that's really all I've seen. I mean, I've heard rumors of maybe some higher ups that command the Iron Watch, but well, the Iron and Bronze are the only ones I've seen.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, it's a very interesting system they have here. And so, who's like what's in like how does what's in charge of this land? Is it like a
Oh,
single person or
the three holy oaks of, well, Volunder.
the three holy what? You cut out
The three holy oracles of
oracles.
Volunder.
Do people like them?
Well, of course they do.
Okay. And how are they involved with the watch?
Well, I believe they command them. I mean, they have, well, I mean, they control, all of the security and whatnot. Make sure everyone's safe.
Okay. Interesting. Well, this has been some good information. Thank you. I'm gonna go head out and have some fresh air. I'll be back in how long has it been?
It's probably been like 10 minutes
I'll be
of you
back in
just kind of
around.
talking back and forth.
Sure, yes. I'll be back in about 20 minutes.
Sounds good. These are looking to be just what you wanted.
Awesome.
And
Thank you.
as you look down, you see on all 7 cards the outlines are finished, and he's starting to work on the actual like the actual text on the inside, like
Hmm.
your name and the 100 on each one.
Cool. So yeah, I guess I go outside and
Have a smoke.
Hold out a
Just
cigarette.
gonna look around, see if I like see anyone like fishy or like, just like anyone that catches my eye.
You see the occasional bronze watch walk by every now and then, but other than that, it is just normal looking people.
Alright,
Mostly dwarves
yeah.
and elves and the occasional human.
I'm just gonna let's continue waiting outside the
Okay.
store.
Let's see.
Skyrim wait.
I'd say at about this point, it is about 5:30. I don't know if that adds up with what I've been saying, but I'll say that it's about 5:30.
I think it does add up, yeah.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Um, Yeah. Oh well, if it doesn't. But so in about like 25 minutes, you hear Balin kind of raise his voice some, and you hear him say, Mr. Mo, I do think they're ready.
Alright, I'm gonna walk back in. Well, just try and smile at him, but it'll be like it'll be
He doesn't know how to.
it'll be my best smile yet. But
Yeah.
it'll still be
Roll
like
the smile.
it'll still be like a baring my teeth at him
Mhm.
type of vibe.
And actually, I forgot. While you were waiting outside, can you make a intelligence saving throw for me, real quick?
I don't know how to do that.
boy.
Just do
Exclamation point save in space intelligence.
Why am I making this?
You'll see.
So
because I
Maybe.
told you.
Save and then intelligence.
Yep.
Oh god. Nice, I like that.
All right.
It's a high number.
Woo! Everyone in the high tiers got
It's-
that number. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool,
it's
huh? It's really cool.
All right.
I don't know what that means.
All right.
You'll
Don't
So-
worry about it.
Sorry. Now, as you walk back in, you see in front of you on the table are pretty much exactly what you asked for. It says Mo Hernandez on the card, and then in the kind of white space it says 100. And the card itself is black, and it has kind of this fancy gold ink kind of outline on the kind of like edges of it,
Okay.
and the actual ink is like red for your name and the balance.
Oh, interesting. Wait, obviously, so I'm just out of character. Did you get that confused, or did he get that confused?
I probably got that confused.
Yeah, I
What
wanted
did
the
you say?
outline in red and then the ink in gold.
Okay, got it. Yeah,
Alright,
that's
so
just
that-
me being dumb.
Okay, okay, cool. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna pick them up and I look at them and I'm satisfied. So I'll say thank you very much.
Yes. Good day to you.
And what was his name again? I forget.
Make a history check.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Good fail.
He says, good day to you, Mo. And you remember his name is Bailey.
Yes. You as well, Valen.
Dang it. Okay.
What?
I said the wrong name on purpose, but then you said the right one.
Oh.
Wait.
I said
What'd you say?
I said Bailey, and you said Balin, which is
Yeah, you
his
must have just
actual-
reminded me that it was Valen. Dang it.
That was so funny.
And
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
he smiles at you as you walk out.
All right, I'm gonna make my way back to this magic shop.
All right. As you walk in, you hear in your head immediately now, "Welcome back, Mo Hernandez."
Yeah. Sorry if I'm attitude earlier. It's been a weird day, man. I have a friend that's like heavily invested in this golden letter thing, and frankly, between me and you, I didn't think it was a real thing. But I asked, yeah.
I thought. Sorry, I just switched to William Peterson.
Did Willow
I
Peterson
thought-
chose that?
Yeah, I thought it was a scam too.
Yes, I guess we're all learning things. And he gave me these 7 letters. He says that these are a pause time for a second. I gotta think of like the right word I'm trying to say. 1 second. I
Imagine
gotta
you doing that in character. Just time to pause.
Excuse me, sir. Pause time.
Boom.
He said that these are a luxury version of the regular letters, that they're just made of a higher quality material, it seems like. So I have 7 letters, each worth 100 gold.
I see. I was not informed of this new tier, but
Yeah, he's like really involved in it, and so I think that he's pretty up to date with how they with the roll out new things and stuff like that.
I see. He did assure us that forgery is impossible, so would you like to purchase the item?
Yes, please.
The Hat of Disguise.
Yes.
So, as you say yes, the 7 letters start to float up into the air out of your hand, and you see now they there's this kind of like almost red mist that kind of swarms around them, and they come back down with, and each of them in the white part it says 0, and over at the side you see that um that the hat of disguise starts to levitate out of its glass container, and it slowly makes its way over and plops down into your open hand. And it seems to be a uh, fairly nice matte black top hat.
All right, awesome. How much does that weigh? It's really nothing, right?
Probably like a pound. It's like made out of like
Okay.
just normal material.
All right, so I'm gonna quickly. I'm not gonna be like suspiciously quick. But I'm gonna be like, I want to get out of here. I'm gonna be like, thank you. Sorry again for being
Have
rude
I
to you early.
mentioned the sale?
You have. I will take you up on that later, but I have to get going. I have a appointment to make.
I see. Goodbye, Mo Hernandez. I'll be sure to tell Doug that his premium cards have gotten a new customer.
Sounds good. I'm gonna. So does the hat? I don't have to permanently wear the hat while I'm wearing the disguise, do I? Or I guess the disguise includes just changing how the hat looks.
You have not tried it out yet, so.
Oh god, I tried to scammed him and I got sold a fake hat and I'm gonna get screwed. All right, I'm gonna go to a little ways away from the store,
Mhm.
a little less busier area. So I guess I'm gonna go somewhere between the store and the tower I'm supposed to be at to do some intel.
Right next
And I want
to the store, you see like a pretty dark alley that seems to be deserted. So.
Okay, I'll go down that.
Yeah.
Now I'll put the hat on.
Okay. It feels like a very comfortable hat.
And I'm gonna say, turn me into a bronzy.
So as
Bronze
you
watch. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you say this, you see around you, your vision starts to kind of like narrow in as you see this kind of helmet start to kind of wisp in from nothing, and you see now as you look down, you look exactly like a bronze watch.
Okay, so I am now going to walk towards the building, the tower. And I'm gonna try and I'm not gonna totally come out into the open yet. I want to try and wait and see if there's gonna be any new bronze watch that walk in and see if I can just get mixed in with the crowd of them.
Okay. How long would you like to wait? It's probably getting close to 6 now.
I'll give it. It's getting close to 6. I'll give it like 20 minutes.
Okay. So you see at about probably 6:10, you've been waiting, and it seems like these guards are not moving whatsoever.
Okay. One second. I gotta check a crucial thing I just remembered that's gonna help me out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn! That's not the thing I unlocked. I keep thinking that's the thing I unlocked. Okay. Do I get smaller and bigger with my disguise?
So it seems like this thing kind of made a disguise kind of wisp in around you, but it did not make you taller. You yourself are kind of just under this kind of layer of light, it seems, that makes you look like whatever you
Okay.
think about.
Could you disguise me as a rat, please?
Um
See what,
Have
see what
a
happens.
fursuit.
I don't know. I want to see if it's gonna make me smaller or not. It doesn't
so
make me bigger. Maybe it can make me smaller.
you see, looking down now, you're just covered in this brown hair.
In a fursuit.
And you you see now, like, almost as if you're looking through like these dark kind of eyes,
Okay.
but you are
Um.
you are, to the outside person, you are just a giant rat standing up.
Okay.
I'm just
Could you please disguise me as a what's like a what's so there's dwarves here and there is what else? It's like dwarves and elves and humans.
Mhm.
Could you disguise me as a human, with a skull tattoo on their left cheek?
all right, sure enough, you transform into a kind of pale, um like blonde human male, and and you can kind of see out of the corner of your eye that there is some sort of marking on your cheek.
Cool. So now I will walk closer to this room. I want to try and I want to try and get to not room, the tower.
Mhm.
That's I want to try and get to an area where there seems to be like less guards. Hopefully none, and see if I can maybe try and vault the fence, like you said.
Okay. So you can actually pretty easily kind of peek through this fence now that you're right next to it. And you see now that they're almost in perfect unison. Right when one goes around a corner, another one comes around from the opposite corner.
All right, can I do a? I want to remember what he asked for me. He wanted me to get intel, so I want to try and I want to try and see if the information I know, if try and remember if the information that I got is enough for what he wanted or not. Should I do
Okay.
a history check or?
Yeah.
Okay. None of my history checks have been too hot recently. That one not either.
So, remembering back, he seemed like he wanted to have you find something quite jarring, it seemed, by the way he talked. And all you've seen so far are just kind of guards just patrolling this tower.
Okay. Make me invisible, please.
Nothing happens.
Damn. So there's guards everywhere. I have to get in. I have a thing that can make me look like anything I want except invisible or smaller. Uh, trying to think.
As you're kind of thinking to yourself in this
Mhm.
alley, you start to hear a noise kind of quickly go past your alley, and you see that there is some sort of there's some sort of wagon going by, pulled by two very huge looking horses.
I get close to wagon and sneakily get into wagon.
Did you say like in
Go.
Skyrim? Like in Skyrim?
Yeah. I'd say it went by super quickly,
okay.
and you're like pretty far into this alley.
I'm gonna run to the edge of the alley and try and see where I can see where it's going.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. So, if it kept going this speed, you'd probably see nothing very intriguing about this wagon, but you see as soon as it goes past the alley, it starts to slow down, and you see that the guards at the front of the fence start to move aside.
All right.
And you can see that there seems to be a Iron Watch uh, who is driving this
All right.
carriage
Disguise me
looking
as an
thing.
Iron Watch, please.
All right, sure enough, it goes back to the exact kind of disguise you were already in.
All right, and then I'm going to, with confidence, I'm just gonna walk like I just belong with this wagon.
Okay.
Walk up to it. I'm gonna try and just follow it as it
Go
goes in through the
ahead
gate.
and make a deception check.
Spooky. Yes.
All right. Yeah. All right. So you start to walk behind this wagon, and you keep a hand on the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get close, you see the dwarven man in armor, which you now know is to be a Iron Watch. You see him look up at you, and you hear him say, "I didn't think there was going to be someone to watch over this."
I'm just gonna nod my head and say we gotta focus on the job. Focus on the job.
Mm. Go ahead and make another deception. Actually, as he kind of looks at you, go ahead and make another intelligence save.
Save intelligence.
All right. So as he kind of looks at you, he just kind of stares at you for a second and says, right. Just, you know the rules of this tower, so you know what to do." And you start to walk next to the carriage once again as it makes the turn into this compound.
Cool, yeah.
All right.
So,
And it stops just in the there's this kind of almost overhang of the roof that kind of jets off of this tower that is still part of it, and you see there are giant kind of tall stone doors that are guarded by the 10 bronze watch that you saw earlier, and the iron watch. It seems to be kind of in charge of all of these people.
interesting.
And the carriage kind of stops there, and the Iron Watch kind of walks up to the other Iron Watch who is driving the carriage, and you can hear him say pretty easily, "So, how many do we got this time?" And you see the one up top kind of look down. 7 in total. And you see the Iron Watch on the ground kind of pull out a piece of parchment and an ink quill, and he begins to write something down on a piece of parchment. And you have a escort going with you. And he kind of looks backwards, and the one who is driving the cart looks back as well, and he says, "Hey, who are you?" And he points in your direction.
Um, my name is. I'm gonna look at him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move my head slowly, like I'm just very calm and collected, and say my name is Jerome.
Jerome, right? Well, who told you to escort this?
1 second.
Mhm.
I gotta think. So if there's Gold Watch isn't Iron Watch is above Gold Watch, or it's like a different sector of thing.
So you were told that the Iron Watch kind of look over the Bronze Watch, which you see now around you are the kind of taller figures that are in um this kind of red and gold armor.
And I say, with all due respect, is that important?
It's very important. Now, who sent you here? Who was the Iron Watch who told you to escort this carriage?
I got myself into some hot water now. So I was told by an Iron Watch.
So, as you're trying to quickly think,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, in the back of your head, you start hearing this strange whisper.
Oh
And
God.
you hear briefly, "Who exactly are you?" he's asking.
What? Wait. So a whisper in my head
Mm-hmm.
asks, "Who am I?" That he's asking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Wait, so he wants to know who sent me. So maybe I'd identify myself like Jerome from this person's thing. He wants to know who am I? Who sent me?
You better think of something, Mr.
Oh my fuck.
Hernandez.
I'm gonna look up. I just want to look up a cool name real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Pulls out and Mo pulls out his phone and just like, "Well, I gotta find a cool name."
Let me Google it real quick.
Let me Google my name.
Execute him.
Kill him.
Do
Kill
it
him
now.
Um,
Do it. Do it now.
Iron Watch Neckville sent me. I am Jerome of Neckville.
That is not an Iron Watch. And both of them kind of hit the ground now. And you hear the voice in the back of your head. Mo, I think this is where it all ends, Mo.
To
Tell
the
me,
Iron Watch. Wait.
Mo, I can get you out of this, Mo.
I'm just gonna think to myself very angrily, then get me out of this.
I need to know one thing.
What?
What do you know about Brothier, Mo? Why did he join the coalition?
Out of character, am I supposed to know who that is?
Make a history check.
Oh my god!
Make a history check.
The only good history check ever.
I'll say that you remember that in Brok's will, he signed off as Brothier.
Why did he join the guild?
The guild.
I mean, not the guild. The guild. The coalition.
guild.
Why did he join the coalition?
The guild of swell fellas.
I don't think he joined. I forget. Why did Brok? Do I know this technically? I just literally forgot.
You weren't around when Brok
yeah.
joined, so
Yeah.
you have no idea. Probably.
Would the needle that I have in a box help me out with this?
No, it wouldn't. All the guards around you start to step closer, and they all
This is stupid.
they all in unison put their hand on the hilt of their swords. It seems.
I'm gonna whisper in my head, or not whisper. I'm gonna think in my head that he joined the coalition because he wanted better for himself and wanted to find a group of people that he could rely on.
And did he trust you?
I guess I want to think if I should lie to this person or not. I'm gonna say I'd hope so. I do have his needle in a box, so that's gotta save. It's got kind of something.
I urge you to take our offer, Coalition. And as soon as you hear that, they all step back, and one of the Iron Watch walks up to you and says, "You better be going, Mo."
What?
And they kind of grab your your shoulders and start to whisk you kind of away, kind of escorting you out.
Okay, so just out of character, so the voice in my head did help me out somehow, or
That's
I don't
what
really
it
know.
seems like.
So it seems like okay. All right. So I'm gonna disguise myself as a old man. Well, I guess okay. Wait, I'm escorted out now.
Yeah, and as they like kind of push you out onto the street, um, they just kind of cross their arms and look at you, and in the back of your head, again, you hear, "Like I said, I can save you from your stupidity if, well, you can convince the rest of your group to take the undead problem job."
Undead problem. Sure.
So, be gone now.
All right. So I'm gonna walk into the alleyway, and please disguise me as a elderly human
Mm-hmm.
with a dagger tattoo on his hand and a let's see, and a falcon tattoo on his neck.
All right. Sure enough, in almost a blink of an eye, you are exactly what you described.
And okay, cool. So then I'm gonna walk back now to the meeting spot.
Okay. So, back down to the kind of dilapidated building.
Yeah.
All right. Um, so it probably takes you about, I'd say, 30 to 45 minutes to walk all the way across town. And by that time, you see it's like a little past like 7. And you see there aren't as many people out on the street now. And you are, it was pretty easy to find your way back to this kind of dilapidated building. And after that amount of time, you are outside the front door.
All right. I'm gonna transform back into Mo, but I'm gonna keep the tattoos, and I'm gonna make my skin. What color is elf skin normally?
Like skin colored.
There's like different races. So
Well,
like
actually, with this guy, I trust him, so I'll just go back to
Yeah.
Mo. But I'm gonna keep the dagger tattoo on my hand and the
Okay.
falcon tattoo on my neck.
Okay. All right. So do you walk in?
Yeah, I want to have a little freaked out look on my face because I'm expecting him to be there.
Okay. So as you walk in, you see one of the tables seems to be occupied, and around, uh, you see now there are probably about 10 dwarves in this building, and you see they're all huddled around a table, and you hear that they're all kind of like cheering and like yelling just like random things.
I'll approach them.
Okay. You see now that through the dwarves, or I guess over them, because you're pretty tall, I guess. But you see now that at a table there are cards kind of strung out. It seems that William Peterson and the dwarf you chased before are in a pretty heated card game. And you hear the dwarf now go, "Oh, Peter, You know, I don't want to have to hurt you again if you cheat. I know you're cheating. And you see William kind of look up from his cards, and you hear him go, "Oh, but before you accuse me of that, you had two eyes." So, who's really to argue on who's cheating, who's doing what? I give up. And he just kind of slams his cards on the ground or on the table. And and you see the dwarf that you chase kind of like stand up and quickly go off into a back room. And William Peterson seems to grab a pretty large amount of gold from the middle of the table,
Mhm.
and he looks up at you, and he sees the kind of worried look on your face, and he says, "So, what did you find out?"
So, I'll tell you the stuff I do know right now. It's like also there's something weird going on outside my house right now.
In character.
No, in real life, there's like a weird pickup truck that was like flying down the road. Then they pulled a U-turn in the middle of the road. And they went the other
That's
way.
pretty sick.
Well, they made a U-turn in the middle of the road and they turned around. It was weird. So okay, what I do know, I counted the guards. There is 10 guards. There are Gold Watch that surround the tower, and they patrol it in unison. Within inside the fence, so those 10 guards are outside the fence. Within the fence, there are 5 guards just walking around the base in general, patrolling it. And there's oh wait, no. Restart. I know it happened. Okay. There's 10 guards. There's 10 Gold Watch in the street patrolling the tower, and 1 Bronze Watch in the entrance of the fence. And then once you get within that fence, there is 5 guards just walking around the base in general, and there are 10 Gold Watch guarding the entrance to the tower. Then there's a few more here and there, so in total it's around 35 guards. And so initially, that's the intel that I got. And then I got on there was a wagon driving by. It was being driven by 1 Iron Watch. It was going pretty fast, and right into the moment it pulled into the entrance, and the Bronze Watch let him in. The Gold Watch let him in with ease. And I snuck on to the wagon and disguised as a Iron Watch. And as I was walking up with the wagon, I heard one of the Gold Watch ask the Iron Watch, "How many today?" And the Iron Watch said 7. And then the Gold Watch wrote something down.
7?
Yes.
Really? 7?
And then as I was there, they asked who I was. So I made up a name. I told them I was Jerome. And they seemed pretty sketched out by me because obviously I wasn't supposed to be there. And when I was there, a voice in my head started speaking to me. It knew my name, and it knew that I also should not have been there. And then he asked me some questions that I answered, and the Iron Watch people proceeded to escort me out, not aggressively, but not friendly. I was removed from there and told to go on my way. So,
Well, that's quite interesting. But, usually trespassers are just beheaded there, but
sheesh.
curious. Saved by a little voice in your head.
Mm-hmm.
A common story for here. 7 in total. Well, here's your gold. And he then pushes the gold that was in the middle of the table kind of near you.
How much?
Here's your gold, and once you collect that, I have one more question for you.
All right, so I collected all the gold. How much gold do I collect in total?
You count it to be about 150 gold.
Sheesh! Really, I
Mo
get
does that in
rich.
character.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Mo does that in character.
Yeah. This money
Sheesh.
gangster as hell. What's the other question you got for me, Holmes? No.
Oh my god.
All right, I'll walk over to him.
Oh.
So what do you need?
I was wondering, what brings you to Volunder? You said you were with a group.
Mm-hmm. Why do you want to know?
It's just interesting that, well, a group of a group of thieves comes to, well, a city known for their capital punishments.
Um, you know what? I trust you, William. Seem like a good guy.
As you should.
Okay. I was not with a group of thieves on arrival here. I travel with a group of various individuals. And they know each other for a lot. They knew each other for a lot longer than I did. They actually kidnapped me and forced me to go with them. From the thief group that I used to travel with, and one of their friends died. I guess. His name is Brok, and they're coming here to honor his death.
What was Brock's last name?
I feel like Mo kind of will forget.
Yeah.
Should I do like a history
Yeah,
check on that?
make a history
Oh
check.
my god.
Steffens. No.
So you're pretty sure that his last name was Hilda.
Hilda, maybe?
Brock Hildra. You sure he's dead?
Why?
Well,
You're not the one who killed him, are you?
does the name Brothier ring a bell?
Yes, it does.
Ah, I see. Mr. Hubbazulinger has gone on. I see. Are you positive?
Yes, I am.
How positive are you?
Do you know him or something, or? No,
Are
I
you
trusted you,
sure
but you're.
he's dead?
Yes, I am. I saw him die.
I see. Well, and with a blink of an eye once again, you blink, and all of a sudden, there is a gun pointed at your head.
Ay caramba.
So, and you see his thumb go up now. His hand is perfectly, like, steady now. It's the first time you've seen it not shaking. And you see it kind of cock back this hammer. And he says, "Now, what is this group that, well, all of you are a part of? Does it have a name?"
The Guild of Swellfellas?
Huh. Well then. And he kind of takes the gun and puts it back into what looks like some sort of holster. And he looks around at everyone. Go back to your group. Go back and tell them they should all come, well, meet with me. And, well, let's see. I do think tomorrow at around when the torches go blue, tomorrow. Be sure to bring them here. Tell them I have, well, I have something that might help honor this will.
Okay. I can talk to them.
Good. And don't tell anyone I know anything about Brothier other than your group. Do you understand?
I do.
In fact, I would just, well, simply don't say that name in this city. Alright?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me as well. So, I think, all of us have some work to do, and he looks around at all of the dwarves. I think you should be going.
Alright then. Yeah. I'll
Well, enjoy the gold, and if that voice is in the back of your head again, well, I really don't know. Good day then. And he kind of turns his back to you, and they all begin to walk into one of the many rooms that you see that connect to this main kind of tavern area.
Alright.
And
Okay.
with that, I'll say you just kind of walk out onto the street, and that's where we will end it for session 3.5.
Would you actually mind if I do a quick thing in the shopping area?
Sure. You can walk back there.
Yeah, I want to walk back to Balin's place.
Okay. Sure.
Um,
By the time you get there, he seems to be packing up, but he's still kind of, around.
yeah. Hey, Balin.
Oh, hello.
Can I just quickly buy some paper and a pen from you?
Of course, yes. Some simple ink, a feather quill, and some parchment.
Yes, please. Could the parchment be black and the ink red?
I have some left over. Yes. Let me
Perfect.
see. Let's see. Yep. That'll be probably just
Sure thing.
5
Here you
gold. Thank you very much. Is there anything else?
go. No thanks.
All right. Well, I hope those cards were useful to your group.
They were very helpful.
Good. Well, I'm packing up for the night, so well, if you need anything else, I'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
All right.
So Mo will leave the shop, and I want to find a alleyway, and I'll do that find an alleyway first.
Okay. You find one pretty nearby. That's pretty out of just kind of the open.
Cool. And then I realized I have proficiency with the forgery kit. With my mastermind thing, so I want to forge a certification of authenticity. Of 7 of well, okay. Let me think. A confirmation. I want to call it. I'm gonna say okay. So I'm gonna write with red. Everything will be with the red ink.
Do you
On black paper.
Do you have an actual forgery kit, or are you just proficient in it?
Interesting question.
Because I believe
These tools.
I don't see one.
Proficiency with these tools. Bartender's kit. Burglar's pad. I don't.
It's
Do I need a
not-
forgery kit, or since I have the tools, I need? Or
I'd say just from what you have, you could probably make something, but I'll say whatever you make, it'll be at a disadvantage just because you don't have the proper tools.
okay. So I just want to write certification of creation in the gold ink, like in the middle of the document, and say 7 luxury class golden letters to Mo
Okay.
Hernandez. and
Alright.
then I'll just put that in my bag.
Okay.
And then I'll just throw the extra ink and pen on the. I'll keep the pen. I'll throw the ink on the ground, and I want to wipe the red ink off the pen.
Okay.
And then I'll take
Yeah.
my gloves off and put them in the bag as well.
Alright.
And then one final thing, the disguise kit. I'm gonna ask it to make my skin, like a darkish tan, like I guess like a tan color.
Okay, yeah. And yeah, and you see in the blink of an eye your skin does turn kind of like a off-white tan kind of color.
Cool. And
Um
then I guess I will just so I'm all set now.
okay, cool. And so as you kind of walk out of this alley, go ahead and make a perception check. Just kind of looking around. You see that there's almost no one on the like streets, and all of a sudden all of the torches around kind of just go out all of the sudden. Just in a big whoof, they all just kind of go out. And pretty much the entire city is just in darkness. And probably about 60 seconds pass, and you see all of the torches out by the streets that kind of light up the streets all start to turn. They all kind of ignite all at once in this kind of blue flame, and in each torch you see almost this like ghostly looking kind of blue eye in the middle of each torch flame. And the torch nearest to you, you see the eye whips around and is staring at you now.
Okay, interesting. I'll just like walk around, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
See if it
So you
follows
just
me.
start to kind of aimlessly walk around, and you see the only people kind of out now are the Bronze Watch and the occasional Iron Watch that kind of walks
Can I
by.
want to try and make my way to like a tavern, like a bed and breakfast, and I could sleep in tonight.
Sure. So go ahead and make an investigation check. So looking around, you don't really see anything that looks like a tavern, but you do make out something quite strange. You see, in the midst of really just guard patrols going around, the only other people you see, it seems like you have just found Bug and Ambrose.
Huh.
And they seem to be just walking down the street, and you see Ambrose is kind of limping, and like Bug is kind of helping him walk.
This guy
But
sucked that good, damn.
But you see them like go down a street, and they open a door to some building and walk inside.
Alright, I'll try and catch up with them.
Yeah. And as you walk in, you see that this is kind of a tavern that seems to be closed down. And there is a kind of young human at kind of the front desk. Oh, can I help you? Hello there, buddy. Hello.
Oh, it's me. Okay. Hello. The group that just came in. I'm with them.
You are.
Yes, I am.
I'll just have to check with them, but all right.
And make it fast while you do that, please. I'm waiting.
Yeah. And it's about this time that I'll say we'll stop for now.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that. Kind of
That was awesome. Yeah.
caught up. You kind of experienced some things that the party did, and a lot that the party did not. So,
Mo literally is carrying everyone's campaign.
Literally not, but alright.
You just tried to swindle Satan, but okay.
What do you mean?
You
God,
can I-
Satan.
Hey, Luke.
dimensional deals?
Hey, Luke, did you hear they're having a sale?
Oh my god, Mo!
So
Yeah,
yeah,
they're having a sale.
feel free to talk about anything now.
How come
like
I didn't
all
get
of you.
sucked?
Alright.
You know dimensional
Alright,
deals?
are we allowed to tell him about
Mo?
that, or?
You know the
What'd you
place
say?
where you bought the hat?
Of course I do. That's
You
a
wanna
nice
know
hat.
where-
Quality hat.
You wanna know where
stand by that
all of
product.
that? You wanna know where all of those stuff comes from?
I would like to.
The Dark Lord.
It comes
Who's
from
the dark-
Satan.
It literally comes from the pits of you know where.
Thank you,
have-
Satan.
And you have tried to scam him!
That's
But you
gangster as
successfully
hell.
did. He successfully did, too.
I can't believe you got away with that. You can now make
That's gangster as hell.
infinite money with that.
Well, wait, with the hat or with the forging
With
tickets?
the forgery! Why'd you make 7 tickets?
Well, because I'm not gonna abuse that 'cause I don't want to abuse it. But I made 7 because the hat was 700, so I made 7 $100 tickets.
Why didn't you just make one that had 700 on it?
Because that's weird. That's weirdly convenient.
Now everyone in the party can get one.
Yeah, well, that's also
right?
weirdly convenient.
No, actually, because we can't, because all of them have Mo's name on them.
Yeah.
So
You
you
can
have
just forge
sev-
it again.
You just have
just rewrite
7
it.
of these now even higher currency
Alright,
things.
and also, Luke, do I know how long we spent in dimensional deals?
Yeah.
We spent an hour and a half there. More than 5 minutes of that was just us asking, wait, you have a deal, right? And then he would repeat the entirety of, yeah, we have 50% off all weapon enchantments. And then Matt would always say, so that means I can get like a fiery sword, right?
Yeah, oh wow.
Yes.
And then we'd ask for the same thing again.
Yeah, we would
You
ask
must have
the
heard your
same thing
voice.
50,000 times.
I directly asked the guy if he had Alzheimer's.
Did that hurt your voice, Zach?
If his voice was gone for a week.
My voice was gone.
Wait, and so did you
Do
guys
you know
encounter the
how-
hat while you were there?
Yeah, we saw the
Yeah, we
hat. We just
saw it,
didn't
but we
get
didn't
it.
want
Oh, that's
it.
what was your like encounter with that like?
With the hat? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
what did you see? What did you know about it?
Nothing. We just knew the name. We didn't buy it.
Okay, cool.
But with Ambrose got new boots.
Yeah, I can run faster now.
He run. Yeah,
Create a time loop.
He can create a time loop and then charge into someone. And
For an
it's,
auto
you know, the
crit.
boots?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's basically Monty Python to boots.
Yes, it is.
I'm
And
literally just gonna
Oh,
disguise.
and
this bug
Balzar
now.
enchanted his sword to do fire damage.
Do you know who Brother
That's
is?
my thing.
I don't know. Should I know who Brother
Dude.
is? I sure
I
hope
like
you
how
do. You've
I
been
like how you
traveling with
asked-
him for months.
I like how you asked William Peterson if he was there when Brock died.
You
Wait, I
were
did?
there when his
Yes,
brains
you
were
did.
bashed in.
No, I didn't
Like
mean to ask
this-
if he was there when he died. As I asked him if he was like, not like the one. Okay, not like literally the one who bashed him in, killed him, but like if he was like involved in that.
You asked if he killed him. You were there.
Yeah.
You,
That's a good
you
point.
literally said
I should have
"Why-
asked that in a more
You knew
clear
Brock
way.
here, and he was like, "Yeah, were you there?"
by the way, I planned out William Peterson's voice before I knew what Brock's actual voice was gonna be like. That is because William Peterson is my backup character.
I knew it.
Oh, that's sick.
I knew you
Yeah.
were setting up your own backup character. As
William-
soon as I
yeah.
heard as soon as I saw William Peterson in the well, I was like, "Oh God, he's setting up his own backup character."
Yeah, no, he's
campaign.
my backup character.
That
I
is
mean, you could
so
like kill him,
funny.
but you know, oh well.
Do
He'll
you know
just
who
come back.
Brother is? I
Divine
don't know. Should I? We're
So
the
I thought it was
guild.
cool how he was always twitchy. Like, for some reason, I don't know, I think he-
I remember
like-
you.
like, in my head, I just think he's, like, on speed or something, because he's, like, a gunslinger, so he's gotta be fast, so he's on like, drugs.
Mm.
But that's probably not it.
Well, it's a good thing that I did. I was gonna try and take advantage of him because like when he took the money from me, and you said his hand was shaking. I was gonna like try and grab it and then like pin it behind his back and put a knife up to his neck because I thought he was just like literally some old stupid thief man.
Of course,
That's a good thing that didn't happen. I guess.
most
Yeah, you probably
important
would have gotten
person.
shot and
Yeah, you
you
would.
probably would have gotten headshot and died instantly.
You would have died. Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't get arrested for being caught. You know, in the place.
Yeah.
I can't wait to cause so much havoc with my new
Man, that was
disguise
some
hat.
divine intervention almost.
Mhm. And from what it sounded like, it was dimensional deals.
I'll say right now, I did not mean to do that.
That's the only
literally
voice you
sounded-
can do now.
Yeah, that was the voice.
I
that
know,
was like,
it didn't. I didn't mean for it to be that. I'm sorry.
this man swindle you out of like a 700 gold item, and you're helping him.
Dimensional deals can't talk to people outside of the shop.
We can tell he just cuts off.
Yeah.
Well, so it means I'm safe out here then.
You wanna know
Safe
what?
from dimensional deals, yes.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
wanna know
not
what
as
happens
boss.
to people who try and
As boss.
You wanna know what happens to
The
tax?
bone
The
breaking
worst.
boulder.
Wait, no, wait, what'd you say?
Do you want to know what happens
So you know
to
how
people
Bug
that try
has
and
a
swindle
ring that-
them? They get disintegrated instantly.
That's not
I
the only
didn't
person who
swindle
gets
him. I have a
swindled.
document showing that it was authentic.
What do you
That's not
think's
the
gonna
only thing,
happen
though.
when he
It's
finds
a
out that's
forgery.
fake?
Your document of authenticity is a forgery.
No,
Also, can we just
a document of authenticity
worst-
cannot be forged. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a document of authenticity.
the
It's
like,
a
use your
forged
mind.
document of authenticity.
No,
What-
but the document of authenticity cannot be forged. It's authentic.
You said it was part of Doug's whole deal. If you said this was part of your whole deal, then it wouldn't be. But you said it was part of Doug's.
But can we just say real quick?
So
though,
wait, can you get in contact? Are you able to contact Doug, Joe?
No.
You're not.
I mean, I
Can't call him.
Should we tell him?
yes,
Yeah.
please.
All
Doug
Tell
right.
is a
him what happened.
vampire. He's the one who
Yeah.
sucked Ambrose.
So
Wait, what happened?
last session, there was this like elf guy, who was like a greeter at the beginning of Lunder, and he's like,
Quote,
"Oh, I
unquote.
could use some practice, like showing people around." So he went and showed us to Brok's grave, well, like the catacombs, so like where
Mhm.
Brok would be buried,
Okay.
and he like shook my hand, this like elf guy,
Mhm.
and he gave me a slip of paper that said, "You're quite the handsome man, Ambrose. Meet me behind dimensional deals when the torches turn blue." And Ambrose, being dumb, thought it was like, "Oh, a girl gave this to him to give to me."
I don't
So
know
he
how
goes
he-
to dimensional
It was
deals.
like the way he did it was like through a handshake too. That's how he gave it to
Yeah.
him. I don't know
So-
how he got that.
I shook his hand, and then in my hand, I found a piece of paper that said that. So, I'm Ambrose is like has never dated before, so he's gonna bring Bug because Bug knows how to date people probably. Because he's
Literal
a
worst
bard.
person. It's literally the worst person too.
So, I have Bug like in my head with message giving me pointers on like how I'm gonna do this date. So I go there, I'm all dressed up. I've brought like a bouquet of flowers, like ready to go on my date.
He stole those,
And-
by the way. He stole them.
And, yeah,
He plucked
And-
them out of a garden.
Yeah.
Garden.
I didn't even pay for them because I'm broke. And then I went to behind dimensional deals. Bug hid up in a fire escape.
Yeah.
And the guy from before came, like the greeter. And then it turned out like it wasn't. I don't think that person ever existed. It was just like a mirage. So it turned out to be Doug Boy and Eddie, the guy who scammed me for the golden letter in the first place. dressed up as a like elvish greeter, like in disguise. And then I was petrified, and then he drank my blood.
And oh, it was so great.
Drink my blood.
Bug was up on a fire escape, just watching and just panicking as a vampire. Just suck Ambrose.
Wait, so I
It was
have
so
to get
funny.
I have to get in contact with Doug if I want to live.
Yeah.
Doug Bayonetti. That's hilarious. That's really awesome. I'm happy I know
All
about
right.
that now.
Also, you got the second lowest intelligence save. Jorgo's got a 5 when he first did it.
Why are we doing intelligence saves?
We
Probably
don't
for
know.
reasons like that.
We don't
We don't
know.
But
Everyone
Can you
has
fail a
made
save?
one. Everyone
should I
has
mention
made
the funny?
Can you fail a save?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can fail saves.
Probably.
We don't know
That's
the
how Brok
DC
died.
because Zach decides what the DC is, so
It is a
we have
set,
no idea.
It is a set DC, but yeah.
Yeah, like we don't know if we
Should-
failed or passed, or if it's ridiculous, or
Okay.
Oh,
We
should I tell
don't
him about
know
the
if
funny
we've-
thing that happened with Drogo's? Or
If you want to.
all right.
What happened with him again?
The thing with Darth X trick in the eye.
Oh my god.
All right. Drogo's wanted to use Darth X trick to cast Find Familiar and bring Marv back.
Mhm.
He wouldn't know that he was bringing Marv back, but whatever. When he did, he started hearing Darth Ag's voice in his head. And a big thing with Drogo's, the reason why he picked up the eye was because he wanted to talk with Darth Ag. So Drogo's was really excited about it, and it was like, and he was just like talking with him a bunch. He called Hugh a walking corpse. Well, Darth Ag called him that, and Drogo's agreed. And then it ended with him asking the same question, like, why was Berthier traveling with you? And then Drogo's was like, I don't know, you know as good as I do, why? I don't know, you're in my head. And then Darth Ag yelled useless and then left.
Interesting. So I wonder if I just gave away. I guess interesting. Huh, okay. That's cool.
I still can't get over the fact that you tried to just take the hat from the shop. It's all
Yeah,
in
well,
my
so, like-
head. It's all in my head.
Oh,
I
another-
don't care.
Oh, another thing about that,